Hi, everybody. Welcome to our statewide staff meeting today. First thing that is on our agenda, which will also be our last thing, is at the end of this meeting, anyone that does Latino programming, we would like you to stay on because from now on, this would be the third Monday, first Monday, huh? First Monday. The first Monday will be Latino programming after our regular statewide staff meeting. So if you do Latino programming, once again, stay on, and I'll announce that at the end. Hey, Lacey.
Hi. So I sent out an email last week about county winter activity guides.
Okay.
And sorry, I had comments coming at me. And so just to talk about it again, what the plan is I'd like to create little guides for each county and even each community, especially in places, one that comes to mind is like Miller County or Delta and Fillmore. We don't commingle all that much. Trying to think of things in each community that are free or very, very low cost, minimal, that they can do in the winter to stay active. So things up here that come to mind, I know from people who have gone who are my friends, or even from participants in Food Sense, have mentioned there's a free Zumba class at the North Logan Rise Library on Tuesdays. It isn't really advertised publicly, but if you're in the know, you know when it is. And I imagine a lot of different communities have similar resources like that. And so I requested that each county chooses by today a lead person that I can work with over the next week or so to try to gather those resources. And really for the sake of time with a lot of things in this meeting, as a follow-up, I'll just send an email again requesting from the supervisors to let me know who that person will be. It could be a supervisor. A lot of you will know really well in your communities what's available, or you can have one of your NEAs be over it. I think this would be a great tool. During our focus groups last year, a lot of people mentioned that they felt like they were pretty active, but in the winter that is more difficult, whether that was due to the cold weather or snow or it getting dark early. And so just anything, whether it's indoors or outdoors, that can help them get past those barriers would be great. And I'll just send out a follow-up email today. So if everyone would please let me know who will be heading that project in your county today, that would be fantastic. Are there any questions about it or concerns?
It's perfect.
It's amazing, exciting. Who's excited about winter?
Nobody.
There's an elf in my office already, and a Christmas music on yesterday, so I guess it's that time of year. Well, yes, not yesterday, I guess Friday, because of the visiting elf. Anyway, nice to see you all.
All right, Christy. I can give it for her. So Christy, just wanted to thank everyone that completed the evaluation from annual conference. Oh, there she is.
I was muted, sorry. Yeah, just what Heidi said. Just thanks for taking a minute to fill out the evaluations. We appreciate the feedback. We got a lot of positive feedback. And some of the suggestions, we hope to be able to incorporate those ideas into our regional trainings, and so I just wanted to say thanks for that. And a reminder, I had Amanda include the dates for the upcoming regional trainings in January so that you guys can make sure that you set those days aside for the next regional training. And that's it.
Thanks, Christy. Okay, so those are on the schedule. So everyone should have the agenda, the dates. Which are great. We appreciate Christy and Marsha putting those together. Another thing is, I think that they've already mentioned, but There will only be 2 regional trainings this year, so this one and then the other one
It's the end of April.
end of April.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid the last of the school year and the summer. So end of April was where we chose to put the next one.
Perfect, thank you. Amanda.
All right, so all of the new evaluation forms are sitting in the office here ready to be mailed out to you guys. So if your county has not yet put in a order for them, every county needs to have them. So please get your orders in as soon as possible, preferably today, so that we can get these out to you so you can start using them. That's all I have. And it's in English and Spanish that we have them, so feel free. They're all on the order forms. So please get those in.
Perfect, thank you. Jocelyn.
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know there will be no monthly in-service on the Wednesday in this month and the 4th Wednesday in December. So I'll send out a cancellation of the event in your calendar, but just we're not going to meet on Christmas. That's how nice we are. But there's no in-service for the next 2 months, but don't get out of the habit because we'll be back on 4th Wednesday every month, 10 a.m. in January. So you'll see that come through your email that it's canceled, but it's not indefinite. It's just for the next 2 months. The other thing that I had mentioned for the agenda was at the end of 2015, in November and December, a large wave of us all did our city IRB training, almost all the agents and any NEAs that were working with us at that time did their IRB training. And I was one of those people, and I just got an email that's a reminder. And so it sounds like you should get an email that's reminding you that yours is about to expire. But I just wanted to mention that you might be getting that email from IRB, especially all of our supervisors and agents, and that needs to be done before it expires. Otherwise programming has to cease in your county until it's done. So that's just a heads up to watch for that email and to take it seriously when you get it.
Thank you, Jocelyn. That is one mandatory piece that if we do not have it, you cannot teach or work at all. IRB has just set that up. You can't go out to classes. You can't see any public or anything. It has to be completed. So it is the mandatory first piece that has to be done since that restricts us from doing anything. So thank you for re-emphasizing that. Casey.
I just wanted to see if there are any questions about the wellness program. We're coming up to the reporting date for your points for the month of October. So please have your points reported by November 10th, which is next week or this week. Coming up, a few days. There's the at the bottom of the NEA resources drop-down menu on our staff website. There's the booklet that walks you through the program, as well as the direct link to the Qualtrics website. So please go ahead and do that so you get counted. And then our drawings, I think we said will be January, April, sometime in the summer, and October for the people who win the really great prizes. Are there any questions about the wellness program?
And just a reminder, there's different tracks, so a supervisor track and an NEA track.
Yeah, they're all on the same link, but we'll have you separated out. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Leslie.
All right, we have more information for you about the graduation packet. Okay, so this is when somebody has completed 4 classes in the Create Better Health curriculum. We're going to have this certificate online for you to print off and give to your participants. And you can keep track of those 4 classes with the punch cards that we have, or if you'd like to keep track another way, that's okay too. So you'll print this off and have it ready for them on their 4th class. And then we'll have a Qualtrics link for you to go to enter in the participant's address so that we can send them a Breslin t-shirt. So that we'll have their size, their address, and we'll send it directly to them. And then we'll let you know once that's been done. Okay?
are there any questions on the graduation packet?
Did you say where this will be on the
I'm not sure.
We'll send the link. We'll send the link of where it is. Also, my signature will be on there. So all you will have to do is do your signature and put the participant's name in before you print it.
And maybe on the 4th class, you wear your Brooklyn shirt or bring it so they can see what it looks like.
Also, another great point would be to print it on decent paper so you're not printing it on super thin. Make it nice for the participants, and you can buy paper out of your supply budget.
And then as well, we're going to be creating certificates for Create Family Meals and for Create Farm Fresh, but they won't have access to getting the t-shirts. It'll just be a certificate at this time because we don't have youth sizes of the t-shirts. And so we're going to keep it simple. So it'll be the t-shirt and the certificate for Create Better Health, but you'll have access to just certificates for Create Family Meals and for Create Farm Fresh.
Great, thank you. Okay, Ashley Sullivan, are you on? You have an announcement.
Hi. So you want me to share about how SnapEd works?
You're really quiet, so I don't know. Hi, Chad. How about now? Still pretty quiet. Are others are you quiet there too? Talk to us for a minute, Ashley.
Hello, testing. Any better? No?
How is she for you, Jocelyn?
I can hear her fine.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, go ahead.
I'll try and talk loudly, sorry. So we have a new social media effort that we're starting up this week. It's going to be called Utah SnapEd Works, and it's going to be different than our other social media efforts. It's going to be a different target population. We're really targeting our stakeholders and our partnerships and legislative leaders to try and share with them throughout the year just the amazing things that we accomplish and highlights of our program. In Jocelyn's words, it's the official bragging page where we get to brag about what we're doing. And so a lot of the content is going to be data from last year, surveys and information that we collected from last year. But we're also going to do some current stuff, especially like success stories. So make sure that you are putting those into pairs so that I can put them up. But something that I really need help from the NEAs with is, and I'll send out an email with more detailed information on this, but collecting qualitative data. So at annual conference, Heidi had several of us stand up and just share like why we love being an NEA and favorite parts of our jobs, and it sounds like a lot of the stakeholders really loved that. And so we're going to try and kind of put that into our social media efforts. And so I'll be sending out emails, but to specific NEAs requesting this, but I'll need 1 to 2 sentence statements as to why you love being an NEA or what you love about your job. And then if you could send me a selfie or a picture of yourself in one of your NEA t-shirts with your name tag on with that statement, that would be awesome. And the other thing I'm going to be collecting is partnership highlights. So this is similar to what we sent to Casey for annual conference as well. And this will just be another 1 to 2 sentence statement from you guys saying why you love working with this partnership and how they're great at supporting Food Sense. And then if possible, if you could get a picture of yourself with that partnership, that would be ideal. I know that might not be possible for everyone, but if it's possible, that would be great. And then we will share those on social media as well. And we will tag them. If they have social media, we'll tag them to that post as well. So they get a little extra coverage and we get a little more reach with that. So we'll be on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And the name of it is going to be Utah Snap Ed Works. And that will be on Facebook and Twitter. LinkedIn is going to be just a little bit different. Since we don't have any presence on LinkedIn yet, we decided it would be best to go by just Utah Food Sense Snap Ed. And so when you're searching it, look for Utah Snap Ed Food Sense or Utah Food Sense Snap Ed. And if you have LinkedIn, if you could go in and attach us as your employer and follow us on LinkedIn, that would be great. I'll send links and the name to Amanda so she can include all of that in the scoop. But yeah, are there any questions or comments?
I have a comment. This is Lacey. I just wanted to share kind of support to your statement that the NEA sharing what they do was important to the stakeholders. This is a quote from Nathan Jackson. He's worked for Senator Hatch for 8 years. He said that the way that we've been educating and reaching out to the stakeholders, like this is what he said to me personally, is right. He's like, this is how it should be done by other organizations. And so that's excellent. And here's a specific quote from him about you all. He said, the most beneficial part of the conference for me was hearing firsthand from NEA staff about their personal experiences and successes working with participants of your various programs. Each NEA staffer who spoke did so with enthusiasm and love for the work they do and the people they serve, and they are a testament to the success and value of Food Sense Snap Ed. And so thank you for being the testament to the great work that this program has to offer for the people in Utah. And please note, we work with a fairly conservative party typically in Utah, and for them to be really shouting praises for something related to SNAP is notable. And that they really admire how we're helping low-income families gain life skills and just how much you care about them really stood out.
And I think that's key too, is that we're teaching gaining life skills. And so they can hear SNAP Ed, but they still connected to SNAP and forget that we are teaching life skills. So I think that's a great emphasis that.
And they see that. They're like, oh, we're not just necessarily like handouts, is some way they said to say. Not that they do. I don't know if they say that, but if you listen to the news, that's where it leads to when you have more conservative people. But they can really see, oh, they're teaching life skills. They're helping people by sharing the options they have, so they're empowered to make healthy choices and able to provide better for themselves through cooking skills and being fit and healthy eating. So yeah, definitely.
Thank you for sharing that, and thank you, Ashley. We're so excited to have you do this piece of our program, and look forward to seeing it happen. All right, the next piece is the Latino programming. So if you are doing Latino programming, we would like you to stay on, and everyone else can hop off. Make sure that you did put your name in the chat so we have the role. And we will give it like 30 seconds before we start the Latino programming piece.
Heidi, this is Barbara. Would you please put me on the roll?
Yep, will do, Barbara.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. All right, welcome. So this is our first Latino programming piece of the meeting. And Paola, I know I say it wrong. I say that too. It's her name, Paola. I say that wrong. That's how I say her name every time. Is she on? If you are on, can you link into this meeting? No, she's not. So in the future, what will happen with this, and what I guess I'll just start with it. I can't speak Spanish, so it'll be in English today. But what we would do is introduce each other. So Paola is the Latino program coordinator. She's under Selena Willie. Selena is a co-PI on the grant. She provides programming for the Latino programming. She helps us with, curriculum development and hiring people. So Paola is her assistant to help her with all those things. Selena's split between lots of areas. So Paola will be on to talk with the Latino programming people and see how things are going and just get a conversation started. I think the reason why she's not on today is because we didn't make it very clear that today we were starting it. So in our agenda, I have some ideas for helping with that. But the first Monday of the month will be Latino programming after the other one. And you'll just stay on and talk about things that we've talked about. So does anyone have questions for me at this point?
Or maybe like asks things that they notice that they would like available in Spanish.
Yeah, or she's saying stuff that you might ask if you would like available in Spanish. So one of the things that Lacey wants to do is we're developing more farmers market bags. And she's going to try to see how much Spanish version of those bags would cost. So there's, one option. Anyone have anything today? It might be like so informal because I can say no comprendo, and that's it.
Oh, Heidi, we're going to have this meeting is going to end up being in Spanish.
The end of this meeting will, yes. That's why it's the Latino programming piece of. So Kathy.
Okay, so then I've got to have my Spanish NEAs watching this, not me because I don't speak Spanish.
Correct. Correct. They'll probably speak English too, but so the supervisors can be on and know what's being said as well. So
okay.
Spanish, but
Heidi?
Talk about the programming. Yes, Annie?
I just talked to Paola, and she said that she doesn't have the link to get into this meeting, and she doesn't know how to get into. So she was trying to do that.
Yeah, it does make sense. Okay, Annie, will you let her know that she doesn't have to be on today. We'll just end the meeting and start in December with it.
Oh, so she doesn't have to? Okay.
Well, I think at this stage, yeah.
We aren't in December.
No, we're not.
Heidi, I'm sending her the link right now.
Okay. Then maybe we can just stay on for a few minutes.
Yeah, maybe just give her a second to introduce herself. Give me just a second and I'll have the invite to her.
Okay.
What about me? Do I need to be here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I already sent it to her. If you're in the middle of doing it, I did send it right away.
Okay, well, maybe between the two of us, she'll get it.
Okay.
I sent her just the number, but she wanted the whole link, so then I tried to do that too.
Okay, yeah, I sent her the whole HTTP. Hopefully that helps.
Okay, that's what she was asking for, so hopefully you got it to her before. I'll text her. She's a really good texter, just so that you know. She's great at texting.
And that's awesome. And so maybe just I need to go over once again what is going to happen with these meetings. So on the first Monday, we will hold our statewide regular staff meeting like we did for the first part. Hi, Paola.
Hi guys, how you doing? I was just having some trouble to get in, but they sent me the link.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's really hard when you don't have a way to get in.
I know, and I was just talking with Annie, and I'm like, "Are you in the meeting?" And she told me, "Hey, we're gonna have a meeting after for the Spanish speaking or the Latino program." And I'm like, "I'm on the computer and I haven't received it, so I'm glad that you guys sent it to me."
Thank you. So we were just going over how the meetings work. So the first half we'll do English or all programming, and then the second half of the meeting will be Latino programming. So supervisors and NEAs who do Spanish Latino programming can stay on for the meeting. Paola, they were wondering if it's going to be in Spanish because some of the supervisors won't understand it in Spanish. So I said there'll probably be some of both.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so why don't you first introduce yourself?
Okay. Well, hi everybody. I'm Paola Johnson. I'm gonna be working with Selena, with Hiram, with Annie at the cash area, but also I'm gonna be helping to the NEAs that speak Spanish, or they're gonna teach classes in Spanish for the Latino program. I'm originally from Mexico, exactly Guadalajara, which is the state with the mariachis from, the tacos, the tequila, just the good stuff. And I've been working here in America. Well, actually, I've been living in America for 8 years. I studied law in my country. And before I applied for an NEA couple, like last year. And now I'm so happy to be back at the program. I really enjoy it. I like to help people. And my previous job was as hold on. I think I'm nervous. I just totally ¿cuál era mi posición en el centro? Social worker. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Sorry. So I used to be a social worker. So I really enjoy to help people. And actually, I refer a lot of my families to the program, the Food Sense program, because I consider really important, you know, to pass through all this information that the Food Sense have. So I'm really happy to be working with you guys, and well, I'm just happy to work with you again, Heidi, Selena, and with all the new teams. So
thank you, Paola. How about we see who's on, and you guys can just tell a little bit about who you are. We'll start in the state office. Well, you know us at the state office, but I thought maybe county people could let you know who's on and where they're at, so that you know the program there. So
okay.
Start with Annie.
There she is.
Okay. I am here. Sorry that you cannot see me, but it's better like that. But anyway, my name is Annie Galvin. I have been working in this with this program for a long time. I am one of the oldest in the program, I think. But I used to work in Brigham City, or Batchelder County. And a year ago, I moved to Logan. So I am working now with the Cache County. And I really happy and excited about this because especially with the new group that I just started last Friday, the people are very excited about the program, and they are trying to do all the things that I tell you to do. We start with the menu planning and shopping, and I gave it to them a paper with the menu planning, so they can start tracking the things that they eat during the week. I told them to bring it the next class, and we're going to evaluate that and see what changes we can do, and we can, improve in the things that we eat every day. I'm doing that too myself, so everybody is very excited about that, and people are. I'm glad that that people like it, and they are really into it and wants to do a lot of things, changes in their life, and that thing is really good for me and for them, because it makes me realize that we have to be an example so people can, make the changes that they need to do in their diet. And so I'm trying to do the same myself. And I'm very happy here in Cash, working with the Spanish population. I have I have met a lot of good people around here, and I am very happy with the team that I'm working with. And I really miss the people from Baxelder, but I think it's a good change that I have done coming here to Logan, and to try to get to help and to serve these people here in this area. So, okay, that's all. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if you want me to tell that I am a Spanish speaking person. I am from El Salvador. I don't know if you know that. And I come here, I have lived here in the United States for a long, long, long time. So I have four children, so grown up, and I have 6 grandchildren. And that's my family. And some of my kids live here in Logan, so that is something that I like to, because I get to see them frequently. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Annie. I appreciate that so much. And Michelle, will you introduce yourself?
Can you hear me? Okay. I'm Michelle. I was hired in place of Annie after she moved. I've been here since May. I also live in Logan. So I travel to come here. I really enjoyed working here. It's been a really good learning experience for me. I'm studying community nutrition or community health education in school currently. So it gives me experiences to be able to apply what I learn as well. Yeah, I still feel really new, and I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing a lot of the times. And still working on just networking and getting partnerships, especially in the Spanish community. That's me.
Hi, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. Okay, we also have 2 other counties. We have Utah County on. Kathy, tell us a little bit about your, how many NEAs you have, and
Okay, we have 4 NEAs. We have 2 that do the Latino programming. The South Franklin Community Center, where most of that occurs, is in our low-income area. And so we've done the, I'm going to murder this, Los Creaciones.
Oh, yeah, Creaciones.
Yeah, I did murder it. I'm sorry about that.
You're good.
But anyway, we've got a really strong base. We've got 2 that speak Spanish, and neither one of them are on today. Well, one of them, Sheila Hubert, is now working Monday through Thursday during the day somewhere else. So I think she didn't know that there was going to be a Latino programming portion of this. I think she probably could have taken a break from her other job and done this, but but I don't know. Anyway, so she's good for evenings and Fridays and Saturdays on programming, and she's really good, and I hope we can keep her, because this means she's working 50 to 55 hours a week, and she thinks it'll be fine, but she's young. And she's really good though, so I hope we can keep her. And then Kaylee Mumford Anderson is the other one that speaks Spanish, and maybe she's teaching a class right now. I don't know why she's not on. So we've got Tabitha's Way down in Spanish Fork. We've got a lot of Latino programming that could be happening. Tabitha's Way asked us when they opened up down there, they said, when we get all settled, we want you to start doing the family mealtime and do an English one, and then do a Spanish one, and then an English one. And I think that South Franklin Community also wants to do that. The community center wants to do that as well. So we've got a strong base, and I think if we can work on it, that'll be really good. We need to get some of the others to learn how to speak Spanish. It's what we need. We do have a new Youth Can Cook person, Sasha Economides Weeks, who is who does speak Spanish, and has a Spanish background, and she's going to be working with the Youth Can Cook. But I don't know if we can pull her into being an NEA after she's finished with that grant, because we're hoping to, she's looking for at-risk youth to teach food safety management to. But I'm hoping that we can get her in the whole program, and try and use her, when she's finished with the one that we've convinced her she really needs to be here.
That sounds great. Thanks.
You're Kathy, right?
Yes, I'm Kathy.
Okay, Kathy Merrill?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, and then the other one I saw was Teresa Hunsaker in Weaver.
Hello, I'm here. I have been with Extension Service for a really long time, and supervisor for the Food Sense program here in Weaver County for quite a while. And we do have a pretty large Spanish constituency in Weaver County, and right now we haven't been doing a really great job getting into the Latino population. We primarily teach our Spanish classes at Catholic Community Services, but we are working with a couple of Spanish markets right now with our PSE work that looks like it's going to pan out for some Spanish classes through the people who frequent our Spanish markets. We used to do pretty well with it, but our Spanish-speaking teachers have kind of dropped the ball for a little while, but I'm going to get back on them to get going again with more of our Spanish-speaking classes.
Perfect, Teresa. Thank you so much for that. Paula, is there anything else you want to know today? Or I thought today we could do introductions.
Well, it was Teresa what? Because I think I have a list here.
Teresa Hunsaker.
Okay.
And she's in Weber County.
Yeah, because I have a list here.
And she is the supervisor.
Person for the Weaver. But anyways, so I would like to know why, she said that she has a lot of people that it's interested in Weaver County, to take the classes. So they haven't or why is the reason that they're not doing the classes anymore? Is that because the NEAs, they stop, or they just find another job, or it's because people stop going?
No, it takes a while to get people comfortable typically with our classes, and in the last year I've had 3 different Spanish speaking teachers. So part of the problem has been keeping and retaining a Spanish speaking NEA that will then follow through with what we get started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teresa's amazing.
It's Teresa.
She's a great supervisor. And if you can see in your chat, Paola, Amanda sent you Teresa's name so you can mark it off the list and what.
I'm sorry. I kind of new and all. I'm trying to check where's the chat.
Look at the bottom of your screen. It depends on what your screen looks like, but does it have the mute and the video, those buttons on the bottom?
If she's in full screen, they might not be appearing. And so if she'll hover on the top left, then it might drop down there too.
Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness.
We can send it to you through email as well.
If you take your mouse and just kind of let it hover up at the very top left corner above where it says recording, that might show you your screen view options too. Hard to navigate, totally get it.
Okay.
Okay, I can see it now.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so now, oh, now I cannot see it. Holy cow.
So Amanda just sent it to you in an email, so that's okay.
Okay.
And I'd be happy to, if you want to stop by sometime, then we can go over Zoom, or Selena or anyone in your office can as well. So it just has, maybe we can even screenshot that and send it to her so she.
I'm just here. Okay.
Yeah, you got it? Okay.
Except if I don't hover over the thing.
Oh, and it's gone. Mine is just there. Okay, if I don't hover over.
Okay.
Maybe I'll take a picture. Go ahead and hover and I'll take a picture and send it to her then.
Okay, Teresa, supervisor in Weber County, and I got another one. Okay.
Okay, I'll send you that. All right. Well, Paola,
Yeah.
that's all we have today. So those in our state office that are getting back on, we're going to take a 15-minute break, and then we'll get back on at 11.
Okay, sounds good.
And Paola, you don't need to get back on. We do our state office staff meeting at the same time. So.
Okay, ready.
And then, then we're getting back on the state office staff meeting. And this one just kind of comes in the middle of our staff meeting. And we've been here a long time. We've been sitting in our church for 2 hours. So.
Okay. So one more question, Heidi. So the last time that we had the meeting last Friday, we said that you would like the Spanish-speaking NEAs or supervisor for the counties that have Spanish-speaking NEAs have like a meeting as well, like the same way that on Mondays. So I just want to make sure if you want to do that, like the same days.
So what will happen is for at 10 o'clock we started talking about we have a whole agenda. So we were covering the agenda, and then at the end of the agenda, when we're done with all programming, then everyone stays on for the Latino programming. And that's why you have a few. No one knew that we were doing it. We hadn't advertised out that we were doing it except for through the meeting. So that's all you have to do is just get on and stay on for that. And if you want additional ones besides today's, let me know and we can help set those up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm new and I'm like still learning a bunch of things. And actually they give me access to the calendars. And I was just calling with Annie and I'm like, where I can find the calendars? I can have access. So sorry about the inconvenience.
No, we're sorry we didn't get you the information.
You're good.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Heidi, and see ya.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.